Hi everyone, it's me, Moonlight Guidance. We are going to be doing a reading to see what is coming through for you. And I also wanted to mention that this is a very safe space where you are always very welcome. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's see what is coming through, what messages I have for you, and let's begin. All right, let's see. So I feel here that sometimes you feel like no matter how hard you try, it's never good enough. Sometimes you feel like no matter how much you try to mingle and socialize and find, things to go to, you just feel like you can't have the right, or you just don't attract the right group of people. And it's this sort of sense here of just constant trying and feeling like you're failing. And I see that here, especially with the Six of Wands, is that you have a lot of ambitions, a lot of goals, a lot of things that you want to achieve in your life, and you feel like no matter how much you try, you feel like you keep falling short. Like you'll achieve something, but it's not going to be completely to that extent, and that really frustrates you. Okay, so let's have a look a little bit deeper into this, because definitely I feel here that you just feel like, you kind of get somewhere, but you don't get to like exactly where you want to be. But what's really interesting here is that you will get to exactly where you want to be, okay? I actually believe that the universe is redirecting you sometimes, especially when certain things don't work out. If you are trying to, for example, if you're trying to be friends with someone and you feel like it just isn't happening, and then all of a sudden you go towards another person and it just isn't happening, the universe is sort of giving you that lesson that you deserve a lot better, but also that better friendships will evolve, and actually that you are just learning and growing. So for example as well, if you're applying for a job and you just keep falling short and it's not really happening, it's also because the universe is trying to give you, lessons to basically have experience. And with that experience comes more knowledge. With that knowledge comes more growth. With that growth comes more opportunities that you then go towards, and then with that also comes a breakthrough. Okay, basically if you find yourself getting closer and closer to that particular goal, it means that you are literally in that, it's in your sight. Okay, it's going to happen for you. It's going to happen soon actually. So what I see here is that you feel like you get close to things, but then it just doesn't work out. But that's actually the universe showing you that you're getting warmer and hotter towards your goals. Okay, believe in yourself, because I know that you do, but just keep doing it. Okay, keep believing in yourself, keep going, do not give up. That is the King of Swords. Okay, because you're going to hit a breakthrough. Especially, I'm just going to give you like an example. If a person is applying for jobs and they're just constantly applying, let's say they got rejected 5 times, they might go to that 6th job and be like, well, whatever, I'm going to get rejected anyways. But it's that attitude, right? Like, believe that it will happen, and it will happen, because that 6th one could be lucky. So that's the thing here, is that keep going. On the internet how they say like the more you fall down, you gotta get up, and you got this. Okay, you really got this. I'll give you an example, okay, from my own life. I basically studied fashion design, and after I graduated, there's not a lot of fashion graduate jobs in the UK. There's a very select amount, and majority of them are all in London. So I actually applied for over 200 jobs on LinkedIn, okay, within 1 year. And I just kept getting rejected. I didn't get anything. I would get, interviews, but it would be like 1 or 2 interviews that I would go to, and it just wouldn't work out. And then the actual job that I got, okay, which is crazy that after this much rejection, someone would probably think like, oh, maybe you're not good enough for what you do. But I had like won awards in the industry, right? And then after that, I actually just randomly applied for this job, and it was, the recruiter had called me and said, you gotta like actually go on TV to win this job. And it was called the job interview, and it's on Channel 4. And this was like, at least 10 years ago, I think, or 7 or 8 years ago. And it's a series that they have where they interview on TV and show the like recruitment process of people getting jobs. And so they had like this fashion design job, and I would have to, be up against 7 other candidates who had all been like shortlisted. And on TV, we would have to give our job interview, right? And then they would pick a winner. And I actually won that job interview. Now, to think that I'd been rejected for 200 other jobs, and then the job I actually got as a designer was on TV, which I then won, is crazy, right? So what I'm basically trying to tell you is that you may get rejected a heck of a lot, but what is meant for you will always be, okay? Like, I'm telling you this from my own personal story. You know, I could have given up. The amount of applications I put through, you know, because on LinkedIn, like, you literally have your resume and you just submit, you know, that many, right? And that's a lot. Like, I must have applied for almost every position that was available as a designer. And to like think that that happened, honestly, when I least expected it, is crazy. So this reading has gotten a bit personal, but I feel like it's just so important to know, because, you know, sometimes people say things on the other side of the camera and they're like, oh, everything's going to be fine and it's all going to be wonderful and your life is going to be great. I'm talking from experience as well, that, you know, I've seen this for people that I've read personally for as well, that they would just feel like they want to give up, you know, in relationships, or they just want to give up trying, you know, and I honestly do believe that someone here needs to hear this, that keep going, a breakthrough is coming. I've literally given you my own personal story, which I didn't need to give, okay? And I want you to know that. I want you to know that what is coming for you is coming for you, and if you get rejected, you are being redirected. You're being redirected towards something that is so much greater and so much bigger and so much more, that it gives you so much more happiness. But along the way, every rejection that you face is teaching you something really powerful. It's teaching you more about yourself. You are becoming stronger, and you are realizing what you truly, truly want as well, okay? Nothing worth having comes easy, but also it's just going to allow you to take yourself out of situations that right now maybe you don't need to be in, but also it's allowing you to focus on the things that you actually want to do, the things that matter to you, the things that give you more joy, more happiness, more satisfaction. And I just feel here that honestly, things are going to come together for you. We do have the Ten of Swords, so from time to time, yes, you do feel sad that things are not working out for you, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a career, whether it's applications that you're putting in for something, but you will have that breakthrough. And when that breakthrough happens, you will literally think to yourself, oh my God, I actually got something that I really wanted, okay? If you are applying for like certain houses, or I don't know, mortgages or applications for visas, and you're just wondering like, why isn't it not happening? Why is it not happening? There is always timing that is so, so important, because if the universe may have given, you know, something to you at a certain time, maybe you would have lost it. Maybe you wouldn't have had enough experience to have it long term. Always know that there is a purpose to everything, okay? And I know that it's really hard sometimes to accept like why things go wrong, why things went this way or that way, but there is always a purpose. And I hope that this gives you some form of clarity that yes, it's valid to feel emotional, especially when things don't go right, but also things will go right, okay? So the affirmation for this reading, if it resonates with you so far, is things will go right. And also, I just wanted to mention as well, there are lots of rituals on my website which really help with intentions as well. They work with healing your energy so that your intention can come through, because healing is the key to the law of attraction, and healing is detachment, which then allows that to happen. So the more you are confident and healed and accepting towards where you are in your life right now, the more your intention will happen. But people oftentimes find it really hard to focus on that, right? So that's where those rituals really do help. And there's also personal tarot readings if anyone wanted a personal reading with me. And there's also intention items which have thousands of 5-star reviews, which are at the bottom of my website, shopmoonlightguidance.com, and everything's linked down below for you, all right? So I just wanted to mention that as well. Like literally everything is always there for your convenience, so definitely check it out if you're interested. If not, no worries, Hakuna Matata, okay? Comment it down below. What is meant for me will never pass me by. That's the affirmation for this reading. Because, you know, sometimes if the universe gives something to you prematurely, you may lose it. You may not be able to hold on to it. And also on top of that, everything that you do happens for a reason. So, for example, let's say there is an actor, okay? And this actor sees a job for a movie that is like doing so well, okay? It's like a franchise or something, and it's like the second film after the first one, and they're like, I have to be in that because that film is going to be amazing and it's going to like take off. Let's say they don't get that particular opportunity, right? They might have thought like, oh my God, I missed out because, you know, the first one did really well and the second one, people were probably going to watch it. Well, they got rejected, they feel really sad, they don't have that second, you know, that second film, that, you know, film from the franchise, and they think to themselves, my career is gone now, you know, like that opportunity is gone, I'll never get it back. What if that second film failed and flopped? Imagine if they'd been in that film, right? And then other recruiters would have been like, actually, you know what, you were in a failed flop film, so we don't want you for any other opportunities. But let's say they got, you know, another opportunity instead of that one, and that film is not very well known. Nobody really knows, you know, it's a nothing, that, you know, it's not got any links to any other films. But what if that film did really well, okay? And all of a sudden, there was buzz about it. That has then projected and propelled their career to another level. You may think you know what you want sometimes, but the universe really knows what you want. And again, that analogy is so important for me to give to you, okay? It's so important for me to give to you. This reading is so important, okay? It's so important on so many levels because you just need to know this. You really just need to know this. I feel like you need to know this, okay? Like really, I do. So there we go, okay? Like sometimes you think you know what you want, but the universe really knows. Okay, opportunities will come to you when the timing is right. By the way, within the next 6 to 8 months, I really do feel here that things will start really moving in the right direction within, okay? So anywhere from now until like 8 months from now, within that time, like things are really moving in the right direction. There is so much more abundance that is going to come your way. Don't doubt it. Have confidence. All right, so this is your reading. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below, check out the description box below for information on personal services, readings, items, rituals, and all that good stuff. Everything is always linked down below for you. And I also have TikTok and Instagram. I post short readings on there every day. Moonlight.guidance on Instagram, Moonlight Guidance on TikTok, and I will see you all very, very soon. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.